hello. I am back. We tried to do this a little earlier ago, and I was having problems with my video uploads. So I got it kind of squared away. So want to try to do this again. So tell you a little bit about myself real quick for those who are getting on now versus earlier. My name is Tammy M. Lilly, and I am the owner of KRC Companies. KRC Companies consist of KRC Tax and Business Services, where we offer tax preparation needs. So if you're either a business or an individual, please remember Tammy M. Lilly or KRC Tax and Business Services. We have 20 years experience in this industry. We could consistently growing, making things better for our customers and our potential customers. Get with the one who has the experience, who is there for you year round. We're not just here during the tax season and then we crawl back under a rock after tax preparation season. We are here for you year round and we are accessible with 20 years experience. We also have KRC Bookstore. KRC Bookstore was birthed from KRC Tax and Business Services because I wanted to set myself apart from every other tax professional. What made me different from the others? So I went to a seminar, and a young lady was talking about that, and it just really resonated to me. And so I decided to write my very first book, which is here it is, which is this beautiful thing. This is why your refund is so low. This is a book to help you out with your foundational things of your business. A lot of business owners, and first, especially in their first year of business, they kind of miss the mark with things. So, they miss the mark with things and they don't prepare taxes. So this particular book will help you get back more money back from the IRS in your first year. Now, even if you're not in the first year of your business and you may be in your second year, third year, or been here for a while, have longevity and seasonal in the game, this still can help you out because I'm sure there's some information in here that you may not didn't think about. So this was the first book that I wrote. And then my thing is how can I be an author and not pay homage to my faith? So these are the second and third books that I co-wrote, and these are Prayers of the Boss Babe Volume 1, Prayers of the Boss Babe Volume 2. So if you want to get these books is available on right on our website. Let me run that right on cross for you so you can see that website consistently and constantly. It is www. Excuse me, made a quick may need to make a quick adjustment. All right, www.krcbookstore.com. So these books are on that particular website. So, and then I was invited to participate in another book project, which was a women empowerment book. This is the last book that I co-wrote in Women Lead, Heels Are Optional. So with all that, being said, being in the realm of being an author, my thing was, hey, how do I do this and try to bless others in the process? And so that's where KRC Bookstore was birthed from. So, with all that being said, we're going to be talking about some awesome, amazing gift ideas for you. Within KRC Bookstore, we do have children's books, but we also have done some here on the book fair. We have introduced some authors into this thing. So what I want to do is do some replays that we have done, especially because of the Christmas season. We want to make sure you have some gift ideas, and even if you've already got some gifts, books still are great, and hashtag books are great gifts. They make good stocking stuffers. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and roll on and do a real quick commercial for you, as well as do a replay for you. It is a 4-part replay. I don't want to, spoil it. This young lady is amazing, and you will be truly, truly blessed by what she has to offer in her authorship journey. So we're going to tell you a little bit real quick about a couple things that we have going on that we are part of. Um, um, we do an event every month that is hosted by All Black Everything. So let me run their commercial.
Hi guys, I'm Tavia with All Black Everything, and as you know, we talk a lot about normalizing buying black. So I just want to break that down as far as what it really means. So it's really a lifestyle adjustment. We want everything you do, everything you own to be black owned. So start small, replace your laundry detergent, your soap, your deodorant with a black owned product. There's plenty of places. You just have to take the initiative to look for it. And if you need help, any suggestions of any companies, hit up All Black Everything. We got you covered. You can follow us on IG or Facebook at All Black Everything.
All right, this is an event that we do every single month. I've been doing this for the past year, um, participating in this particular event. This event is more than just a pop up; it is an experience. They have openings for artists to come in, singing artists, rapping artists to come in and showcase their talent. And they support you, and you never know what you might get out of it. You don't never know who's in the crowd. You don't never know what their connections are. So if you have a talent of singing or rapping or the spoken word, please reach out to myself, or you can look up All Black Everything. You have to emphasize thing because it's not thing, All Black Everything. They're right on Facebook, they're on Instagram. Check them out. Their next event is going to be February, the third Friday of February. They're going to come back in and do a big bang for Black History Month. So please make sure you hit them up, come through and support, or come through and vent, or come through and be an artist, as well as they are looking for painting artists. So if you're an artist and you enjoy, the stroke, definitely make sure you reach out to them, because again, this is more than a pop-up. This is not just a pop-up. This is more than a pop-up. This is an experience with All Black Everything. This event is being hosted at the Black Store Experience. So if you're in the Houston, Texas area, and you're familiar with Sunnyside, or if you're not familiar with Sunnyside, definitely reach out to me and I'll get you more information over there so you can support or participate in. So with all that being said, I also participate in an organization called Bob Rewards Club. It's BOB Rewards Club. This is a nonprofit organization that is here to help close the wage gap. How do you do that? You teach people how to create their own legacy, correct their own wealth. So if you're a business, or if you're a franchise, or you with a business that's at least 51% Black owned, this particular organization would love to have you on as a business a member. It is a nonprofit organization, so you can have two ways that you can actually write this off. You could write this off as a business expense, or you could write this off as a nonprofit organization donation. They also have a membership for their consumers, so it's only $25 for their business owners per year. So you can't beat that. You can't shake a stick at that. So it's definitely worth it. Or if you're interested in being a consumer member, we also have membership $10 a year. So $10 a year. These fundings go into the efforts of closing the wage gap, as well as they're hosting Martin Luther King celebration event in Minneapolis. So let me roll this clip for you so you can get a little bit more information in regards to it.
The BLB Rewards Club MLK Now celebration is taking place January the 15th, 2022 at the Minneapolis Convention Center, joined by guest speakers such as Dr. Umar Johnson and more. Admission is free, so bring the whole family. Sponsor packages are still available. Vendor booths starting at $125.
All right. As you can see, Mr. Umar Johnson will be there as a speaker, as well as a host of other guests, as well as they're going to have some entertainment there. This is going to be a full day of celebration, celebrating the life of Martin Luther King, celebrating the legacy of Martin Luther King, and celebrating the continuous efforts of, getting equality and closing the wage gap for our community. So definitely, if you're in the immediate area, if you're in Minneapolis, St. Paul, or if you're just in one of the surrounding areas, please, make plans to participate, to come through, and to participate in that particular event. It's going to be from 10 o'clock to 8 p.m. So it will be an all-day event. If you're not in the media area and you still would like to take part in it, we are KRC Bookstore is also doing swag bag opportunities. So if you have business cards, some samples, some items that you would like to put in the swag bag, to be to hand out to the attendees, hand out to the vendors, hand out the people that will be at this particular event, please reach out to me. I do have that opportunity available because I will be flying out there to the Minneapolis area and participate in this awesome, amazing event. Um, if you would like to support it, we also take donations. So we have lots of ways you can get involved in this, lots of ways you can make a difference in your community, make a difference in your life, make a difference in your children's life, sow a seed. So, um, what I want to do is run this real quick commercial in regards to a book that is um, a book that we know about. It's a children's book, so definitely check this particular book. All right, please go over to Amazon or Barnes and Noble and definitely check out this book. A lot of times, especially in today's day and time, a lot of people are struggling with everyday life, is struggling with different emotional roller coasters and so forth. And our children are definitely no different. As adults, we kind of know that, okay, things change. We kind of have a little bit more better understanding about things, but our children unfortunately do not, and a lot of things don't make sense to us. Although as adults, some things don't make sense to us either. So definitely make sure you check out that um, particular book talking about different emotional things for our children. So without any further ado, what I want to do is roll into our replay for one of our October KRC book fairs. The young lady, well, I'm gonna let the tape roll. I'm gonna let the video roll, but she's an amazing young lady, and you definitely want to get and support her. She's very wise for her age, and she has lots of support behind her. But she could always use more support, more financial support. Her website will be rolling across the screen. So please make sure you check out her website. So without any further ado, we're going to play part one of this interview.
Hello out there in Facebook, YouTube. Hello out there in Facebook, YouTube land, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to KRC Bookstore Book Fair. Um, KRC Bookstore Book Fair is about highlighting authors in their element. My name is Tammy M. Lilly, and I am a tax professional by trade. I'm also an author as well, and I own a bookstore by the name of KRC Bookstore. And so this platform was created to help other authors and help audience members, readers be able to connect with authors as well. Um, Today we have Miss Lyric and Miss Janice, who are co-authors together, and they wrote some children's books, some wonderful children's books. We also have children's books within the KRC bookstore, and we have a wonderful subscription for the young readers because we want to encourage our young readers to read. We want to encourage our children to read because you read as children, so you read as adults. And reading is fundamental. Reading is very important. If you want to learn anything, you probably need to pick a book up and read it and to stimulate your mind and all those wonderful things in between. So, without any further ado, I'm going to open the floor up for Miss Lyric and Miss Jan for them to talk about their awesome book. We're going to, sit on here and have a good time and, network with one another. And if y'all have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and ask any questions of myself or Miss Lyric or Miss Janice. So, without any further ado, we'll go ahead and do that so we can have Miss Lyric and Miss Janice talk about these wonderful books they have.
Thank you, first of all, Miss Tammy, for having
us on your show.
Yes, it's quite an honor. And so back during the first pandemic, I had to keep my grandchildren. I'm a school teacher by trade, a master teacher. And so while the pandemic was going on, children are restless warriors. So I told Lyric, I said, let's start writing books. And she was like, Grandma, I can't write books. So I'm going to let her tell you how we started and a little bit about her books.
So during the pandemic, I was writing my thoughts on a paper. And then after I had all my thoughts on the paper, I was putting it into a Google Slides, and I was writing my books, and it went to a lab and made the books. And also my older cousin had illustrated the books.
Yes. So the great thing about this is a legacy. So I encourage Lyric to just put her thoughts down on her cell phone, in her notes on her cell phone. And then she and we got together and she wrote about her experiences, and she'll tell you about her first book, one of the books.
Try again. This book is about trying again and never giving up.
No matter what the obstacles are. And her next book
is Coronavirus A through Z.
And you know why we wrote this. So we had to put this in a format where children could understand it and as well as pick up vocabulary. And you can get our books on Amazon.com. You can also get them at Barnes & Noble. And the third book that she wrote
is Bully Who. Bully Who is about bullying awareness, and it's not cruel. It's not cool to be cruel.
And this is a topic that is still at the forefront of concern. So we hope that you pick this book up, you share it with your children, and you teach them how to deal with adversities when they are encountered.
My fourth book is Brown Girl Dream Big. It is about you can do anything that you want to do, even with color.
And this particular book is like,
Hello out there in Facebook, YouTube land, wherever you're watching from. Welcome to KRC Bookstore Book Fair. Um, KRC Bookstore Book Fair is about highlighting authors in their element. My name is Tammy M. Lilly, and I am a tax professional by trade. I'm also an author as well, and I own a bookstore by the name of KRC Bookstore. And so this platform was created to help other authors and help audience members, readers be able to connect with authors as well. Today we have Miss Lyric and Miss Janice, who are co-authors together, and they wrote some children's books, some wonderful children's books. We also have children's books within the KRC bookstore, and we have a wonderful subscription for the young readers because we want to encourage our young readers to read. We want to encourage our children to read because you read as children, so you read as adults. And reading is fundamental. Reading is very important. If you want to learn anything, you probably need to pick a book up and read it and to stimulate your mind and all those wonderful things in between. So without any further ado, I'm going to open the floor up for Miss Lyric and Miss Jan for them to talk about their awesome book. We're going to, sit on here and have a good time and, network with one another. And if y'all have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and ask any questions of myself or Miss Lyric or Miss Janice. So without any further ado, we'll go ahead and do that. So we can have Miss Lyric and Miss Janice talk about these wonderful books they have.
thank you, first of all, Miss Tammy, for having
Us on your show.
yes, it's quite an honor. And so back during the first pandemic, I had to keep my grandchildren. I'm a school teacher by trade, a master teacher. And so while the pandemic was going on, children are restless warriors. So I told Lyric, I said, let's start writing books. And she was like, Grandma, I can't write books. So I'm going to let her tell you how we started and a little bit about her books.
So during the pandemic, I was writing my thoughts on a paper. And then after I had all my thoughts on the paper, I was putting it into a Google Slides, and I was writing my books, and it went to a lab and made the books. And also my older cousin had illustrated the books.
Yes. So the great thing about this is a legacy. So I encourage Lyric to just put her thoughts down on her cell phone, in her notes on her cell phone. And then we got together and she wrote about her experiences, and she'll tell you about her first book, one of the books.
Try again. This book is about trying again and never giving up.
No matter what the obstacles are. And her next book
is Coronavirus A through Z.
And you know why we wrote this. So we had to put this in a format where children could understand it and as well as pick up vocabulary. And you can get our books on Amazon.com. You can also get them at Barnes & Noble. And the third book that she wrote
is Bully Who. Bully Who is about bullying awareness, and it's not cruel. It's not cool to be cruel.
And this is a topic that is still at the forefront of concern. So we hope that you pick this book up, you share it with your children, and you teach them how to deal with adversities when they are encountered.
My fourth book is Brown Girl Dream Big. It is about you can do anything that you want to do, even with color.
And this particular book is like
Okay. I'm not exactly sure why the video keeps stopping. We're going to do something a little bit different. Oh, I know why it's stopping. I'm so silly, y'all. I forgot that was in the video. I had to do them in 5-minute increments. But thus far, I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing. As you can see, this young lady is 9 years old. 9 years old, and she is already an author. She's already writing her future. She's already building a legacy. She has the support of her grandmother to keep her to going and keep her to pushing. And she's very wise. She's talking about how it's not, very nice to bully people. She's talking about that it's okay to try. If you fail, you just get back up and you keep trying. She's already then, mastered a lot of things that, as adults, we fall short of. We don't try in our business because we're scared of failing. And if we fail, we just don't keep going. We decide that, okay, I'm not going to do it anymore. It's not meant for me to do. And we just don't try again. That it's okay to try multiple times. It's okay to keep going at this thing. So I just love the fact that she is giving so many good nuggets to our children today. And as adults, we can learn a lot from this baby. So and she's talking about the virus. We see this pandemic everywhere, and sometimes it can be depressing. We see it on the news, we see it over the internet, we seeing it in our businesses when we're trying to do different events and so forth. And a lot of times we're being hindered in our efforts. So it's a thing that's a part of us. And a lot of times we forget that our children are going through these things. And she didn't just say, well, hey, it's a pandemic. She did something about it. She wanted to be the change that she wanted to see by writing a book in regards to the pandemic. So I definitely think you should definitely check a book out. As you can see down at the bottom, her website, this is the link to her website. Please put that in your website address bar. Get over there and order this baby's book. Go in and support her. And not only support her, get a book and invest in your children, or invest in your neighbor. If your neighbor got children, or if you got nieces and nephews, or if you just merely want to donate, there's always ways you can make a major difference in this world, in a child's life. So I definitely hope you decide to go back and support this baby. So this is just part one of her interview. And I'm going to go ahead and roll part two.
And this particular book is like a vision board. If you look at the content of the book, I don't know if you can see that,
but you can draw and write
and put your own visions down. Yes, put your own vision down. So this is a great self-esteem building book. Brown Girl Dream Big. It's for children of color. And then I'll let Lyric tell you why she decided, another reason she decided to write books?
The reason why I decided to write books is because every single time that I read books, it's like you have your own imagination. And my imagination was like, oh, I can be that person right there writing my own book.
So we hope that you have enjoyed our 4 books. Like I said, you can pick it up at Amazon.com. Miss Tammy Lilly will share our link. So it's Brown Girl Dream Big. I am originally from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, Little Rock, but Lyric was born here in DFW. Yes. So that's Brown Girl Dream Big. We have Bully Who. We also have the coronavirus, A through Z. You can learn important vocabulary and facts about the coronavirus. And the last book, Lyric,
is Try Again.
Thank you for allowing us to share this time to share our books. Go out and buy them.
Wow. I love it. Baby girl, Miss Lyric, I'm so super proud of you building your legacy so early. I'm so proud of you stepping out and doing something positive for your peers. That's a beautiful thing, baby. Just keep it going. And mom,
Grandmother.
grandmother, okay, awesome. And grandmother encouraging, that's good. We have to encourage our children, especially when they're doing positive things. Encourage them and get with them and push them further. Allowing them to do it, but also be the encourager and do the things that be a little too much for them to do, and be to get them on the right path. So I'm super proud of having y'all to be on in the book fair and hearing about your books and that's wonderful. A lot of times, I hear so much about children being bullied in school, and it once I can remember growing up that really it wasn't talked about really, heavily like it is now. You see all these children, dealing with these different things in their lives, and then they got to deal with somebody that's not being nice to them for whatever reason, just because they want to be mean, just because they don't like the way the child looks, they don't like the way the child, operates or moves or what have you, and they make fun of them and they just bully them, and that's not right. Um, we all should be loved for our differences, and nobody should never be ostracized about how they look, or because they don't have certain kind of money or they don't wear certain kind of clothes
Yep.
or anything like that. So I thank you so much for putting awareness on that and the book out there. And not only do you learn not to bully, but you learn, what the repercussions of it is and how would you feel if somebody was bullying you, and you just, get an opportunity to read about it. So thank you so much. Now the first book. Tell me, let's see the first book again, because we have a site that routes right to your website. That's scrolling right below. So if y'all want to get these books, support this baby, get these books. Try again. Awesome. Now tell me, you know, a lot of times, we write books as authors, and we write it for entertainment, or we write it for somebody else to be able to read and learn from it. How did that change you? How did you feel when you wrote that book?
I feel like that you need that I need to persuade people to never give up and what the things that they do and that they love, but somebody else says,
All right, as you can see, um, this young baby is definitely wise beyond her years, and she definitely is a force worth reckoning with. She definitely is trying to persuade and leave her mark in this world, and we are so excited, and we definitely gonna make sure we go and support her, um, in her particular endeavor. So we have two more parts to this interview, but before we roll off into those, we're gonna go ahead and run a couple commercials, and then we will be back with you. All right. Here at KRC Bookstore, we have a bookstore subscription. So, because of the topic of tonight, we're talking about children's books. I want to tell you real quickly about our children's book subscription that we have. These are the boxes that we have designed. It says subscription box. So this is a bookstore, our book children's book subscription. So as you can see, we got some books coming out the box. We have some beautiful black babies down the bottom reading and so forth. So this is our subscription box. And in this subscription box, well, this subscription box is actually can be repurposed. So if you get this box and you decide that you want to carry other stuff off in there, you can. But what will be in this subscription box would be various things that our children would love. We have in this particular box right here, because these boxes will be customized to according to what the child likes. In this particular box, we have this purse. This purse is shaped like a puppy. You can handle it like this, and we have a strap that it can go over the child's shoulder, as well as we have this little brush that you can brush your puppy with. This box can have any one of our books that's in the bookstore. In this particular box, we have this amazing book that says, "Do you know why you're awesome, August?" This is by one of our authors in the bookstore, Miss Brown. Or you can opt to do. You can get a book and a coloring book. We have several different coloring books that are in the bookstore, and that can be in the box as well. This is a coloring book, and this is a coloring book, and this is a reading book right here. And this is for a younger child. So as well as we put some colors in there, so they don't have to worry about going to buy some colors once they get their color book. This is the colors of the world. So this is just one of our boxes that we have. Our boxes range for different age children, different age groups, different genders of the child, what the child likes and what you feel like your child needs. Each parent will fill out an intake form, and we'll design them a box accordingly. Our boxes are start at $29.99. If you know of anybody who could benefit from these boxes, where you have your child, niece, nephew, grandchild neighbor, anything like that. Or if you don't have any children and you just want to bless a child, we do accept donations. You can send $29.99 to our Cash App, which is the $ KRC Bookstore and the number one. You can send that Cash App. You can send that Zelle by my telephone number 832-443-8177. As well as you can go to PayPal, Square. We have various different ways you can donate. So if you want to donate and sponsor a box, we would definitely love for you to do so, and we will make sure that those boxes get out to a much deserving child, which is all children are deserving of a book. So, with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and get back into these interviews with this young lady and hear more about what she has to talk about, what her contribution to the world is, what she's trying to persuade you to do. So, beautiful boxes. It was beautifully designed by Oasis Web Developer. They designed our boxes. And beautiful color, bursting with color, and they could be repurposed. So, once you get your box and you read your book, get your items out, you can take that box and you can put some earrings in it. You can put some Hot Wheel cars in there, whatever you want to do with it. It's a beautiful box. It will last you a very, very long time, as well as our contact information is right at the bottom of the box. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and move to part 3 of her interview. Hear more from this young lady. Please, please support.
That they do and that they love, but somebody else says, oh, you can't do this. That doesn't mean that you can't do it. Just because they say it, they're being negative. Don't listen to what anybody says that's negative.
Awesome. Now that's some power words for that, baby, right there. Persuade. I love it. So, you know, a lot of times, you know, when we you know, we get out there and we try something, we don't do as good as we want to do. We don't do as good as we should have done. You know, it's okay to try again. So that's some very powerful words for this lady, and something to learn, and it's a habit to get into, because a lot of times, you know, we are embarrassed because, you know, we try something and you know we don't do as good. But you know, this baby said try again. You know, that's definitely some principles that can be learned as a child. That could be something that you learn as an adult. You know.
Yes.
Now your second book. That's a beautiful book. Now you said your cousin did the illustrations, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Who is my second? That's my second granddaughter. She's the illustrator.
All
Yes.
right.
And she's kicking us to the curb because she's getting ready to go off to college. So I said, let me get this legacy and timepiece down. So Lyric started writing. I'm the co-author, and then my second granddaughter, who is on her way to college, Layla Malik Bay, she illustrated all the the cover, the inside. All the inside graphics. I don't know if you can see that.
Yes, ma'am.
But
Okay.
she illustrated all the inside graphics of the book.
Okay. That is beautiful. We have Miss Nedra that said a family business. Now that's beautiful. That is, you you incorporate, your family members in being a part of what you're doing, and so it's something. It's definitely something that you can actually, carry on. It's a book out there that's called "To Grow Rich," and this particular book was written by a young man some time ago, and of course, passed on and gone on the glory. And um, his family has took his book, this one book, and has used it and built a whole foundation, formation, organization with it. And so this book has been used over and over again. So that just tells you how much of a legacy it could be. Don't think that book is just a simple book, but this is something that you use. That ISBN is there forever and ever and ever. So it's something you can pass on to your children and your children's children. And, a lot of these messages, these principles are timeless. Try again. That's timeless. It doesn't
Yeah.
doesn't have an expiration.
No.
We do have one question. Put it up on the screen. We have Miss Robin. She says, "I'm a fourth grade reading teacher," and she wants to know how old you are, Miss Lyric.
I am 9 years. I'm currently 9 years old, but when I have started writing the books, I was 8.
Okay, awesome. All right, longevity in the game. Keep it up, baby. All righty. Now this one. This is about the corona. Something that we're very familiar with. That is familiar to us worldwide. So it's happening. It's here. It's it's almost like it's here to stay. So um, our children are affected by this particular pandemic that we're going through. So now that particular book, I mean, of course, we know what it was inspired from. Now, does it talk about the disease of losing somebody? Tell me again what that talks about specifically.
So it's basically it goes through stuff that's in coronavirus through A through Z, like for it goes like A to V, like A B C D V, like that, and it talks about the different stuff within those letters.
So like V would stand for
Vaccination.
So it says vaccine medicine such as remdesivir are used to treat COVID-19. So it basically outlines the components of what is comprised of. Like W stands for Wuhan. It's the capital of central China's Hubei. Providence that is divided by the Yahtzee and the Hans River. So that's where the coronavirus first started. So it gives the background information about about coronavirus.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. And Miss Brown says, beautiful. She loves it. She's actually a children's author as well. So she's loving your.
All righty. As you see, this young lady is bringing out a lot of information in her books. Um, and she's taking it in an angle for children like her to understand with the support and direction of her grandmother. That's an amazing thing. I just absolutely enjoy that particular interview, talking with the young lady. And I enjoy the audience interacting. I always enjoy the interaction from the audience, asking questions, and that makes people feel really, really good. Now, like I said before, one of our authors actually joined in and she sent a compliment to the young lady, and I want to be to show her book as well, real quick. She's one of the books that I showed with the bookstore subscription. Her name is Miss Brown, and this is her beautiful um, color filled book. Each one of her books come with a bookmark. Oh, I got it upside down. Sorry. Each one of her books come with a bookmark. So this is definitely one of her books. Very beautiful color. Um, hardback book. See, beautiful color. This is a hard copy. So this is one of her books, and this book comes to be a part of a bookstore subscription. Um, if your child is in that age range. And one of our other books that we have in the bookstore, let's see, we have Fearless. And this is 21 affirmations to build confidence, courage, bold girls. So this is a girl book, to, encourage them. One of the things that she says is here, I can do I lost my page. I could do the impossible. I am fearless. Mark 5:3. Well, in 5:36, Jesus told me, don't be afraid, just believe. Another thing it says, I climb mountains. I am fearless. Isaiah 45:2. I will go before you and will level the mountain. So she shows our girls that they are queens, they are superheroes, they can conquer. So if this is something that you want to share with your little girl, and it has an area in it for a journal entry. A lot of times when we read books, we pick up certain things about that particular book that's important, and sometimes it slips our mind, what have you, or we don't remember it exactly the way it was given to us. And it's important to write those things down, to write them thoughts down, to remind yourself of that. I hear so many authors when they talk about when they wrote a book, they was able to go back to it. It was almost like notes, something that was given to them. Because we do inspirational books and empowerment books, we talk a lot about our faith, and they talk about how, things that was given to them by God, and they was able to go back to it. It was almost like writing notes down with God. You take notes in class, you take notes, um, in various capacities. Why not take notes when God is talking to you? So, um, I dream big. I am fearless. Proverbs 16:3. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. Beautiful book. Another one of our books is called The Adventures of Bubblegum Bobby. If you have a child, now although this is a little boy on here, but if you have a child that likes adventures, likes fantasies and so forth, this is a very good book for them. This is Adventures of Bubblegum Bobby. The Journey Begins. So this is for kind of an older kid, um probably about 14 or so. You know, they still love adventures too. So this is a book that could go in a subscription box depending on your age of your child. We definitely don't want to put nothing in there that's over the child's head, because we want them to have a love for reading. And then another one of our books is This Beautiful Baby, A Little Girl's Dream. In this particular book, it talks about a girl who dreams about being a singer, and she's handicapped. A lot of times, these are the forgotten children. We don't realize that they have feelings and they need to be felt like they matter, because they do. In the beginning, it says, she opened her eyes and looked around. Wow, this is a huge crowd. She mumbled to herself. Her family was sitting in the front row, cheering her on. Very beautiful book, very beautiful illustrations. And this is another book that is a part of our bookstore. So please check out our website. Please go in and fill out the intake form if you're interested in having a subscription. Our website is www.krcbookstore.com. It's another one of our books. This book is a kind of a joke book. It's something that the jokes are clean, so they're clean enough where children can read them if they enjoy comedy, enjoy laughing. This is for a punt time called Smitty, and he kind of puts little quirky jokes in there, clean quirky jokes. Very let's see if we'll read. Want to find something real short in here I can read. Okay. Bad pickup lines. Is your heart frozen because you are cold-hearted? Bad pickup lines, huh? Yeah, that's a bad pickup line. I just got a library card because I've been checking you out every day. They're quirky little jokes. They clean jokes, if you enjoy laughing. Who doesn't enjoy laughing? You are like a good KFC cook because you got some nice legs. Throw something in the street so we can take a road trip. Your mama jokes. Now, we love your mama jokes. So let's see some of them your mama jokes in here. Your mama is so dumb. She went to prison to get a cell phone. Your mama is so short. She rode an ant downhill. Okay. Your mama is so stupid. She puts 2 quarters in her ears and then thought she was listening to 50 Cent. That was cute. So definitely, this will be ready on our website very, very soon. If you're interested before then, definitely reach out to us. Who doesn't enjoy a good laugh? Let's give laughter for a Christmas present. And it's a good book for children as well. So we put that in the children's category as well as the adult category. This is one of our newer books. Change is okay. And you see baby girl with a mask on, so she put her little teddy bear has a mask on. Sometimes you have to make the best of change. No one is immune to change, but we all have to face it. Join Taria as she learns that even though some things have changed during the pandemic, she could still have fun. I think that's an amazing book, definitely for a little kid. Yes, ma'am. So definitely, this book is by Miss Reynolds. She will be available on our website soon. If you want it before then, please make sure you reach out to us and we'll get that book over to you. Excellent children's books. This one is called Black Beauty, Brains and okay, let's see. Loving yourself as a little girl and loving the woman you want to become has driven people of color, black girls and black women for generations. As people of color, we are made in the image of our Creator. We can do all things through Jesus Christ who strengthens us. Be passionate about what you do. Love what you do as a everyday hero, do your job like no one else can do it better. What determines your legacy is not the color of your skin nor the content of your hair, but the love, but lives your impact. But the lives you impact. I'm sorry, excuse me. So, this is a beautiful book. Um, as black women, we feel like we defined by our hair. And as black women, we feel like we're defined by our skin tone. And this book tells your little girl that it doesn't matter what she looks like, no matter what color her skin is, no matter how her hair is, that she matters. Very good book. Definitely would want to get this. It's an excellent stocking stuffer. So we're going to take a minor little break and we're going to do some commercials. And then we're going to come back and talk about a few more books. And then we're going to go back and do part 4 of Miss Lyric's interview and finalize that one out.
The BLB Reward Club MLK Now celebration is taking place January the 15th, 2022 at the Minneapolis Convention Center, joined by guest speakers such as Dr. Umar Johnson and more. Admission is free, so bring the whole family. Sponsor packages are still available. Vendor booths starting at $125.
All right. As you can see, that is an event that's going to be happening right in Minneapolis. It's going to be a lot of events going on for the Martin Luther King celebration. But if you are in the Minneapolis area, please come through, check us out. I will be flying into the area to celebrate Martin Luther King legacy, life and legacy, and things to come in our communities. So we have this book right here, which is the story of Chicken Bone Beach. It's amazing how it's like once I received this book in the mail from this young lady, I actually came across an article talking about Chicken Bone Beach. And it's actually a real place. So believe it or not, was a real place. At one particular point in time, Black people wasn't able to go to different beaches and so forth. So we had this particular beach that we would attend, and they actually would bury chicken bones in the beach in the sand, and they nicknamed it Chicken Bone Beach. Okay. It introduces the new generation of children to the story about the once segregated beach in New Jersey that was the hub of activity. All right. This one is called Speak Up, My Child. This particular book is a wonderful book for children to teach them that it's okay to speak up and tell somebody when they're being mistreated, whether they're being mistreated by a fellow student at school, somebody's bullying them, somebody's talking about them, somebody's hurting their feelings and has no regard for, their feelings, or they're being hurt by another adult. So, this is a children's book. It advocates against child abuse and for positive changes. They are sisters. It was written by by twin sisters who wrote a story to help parents, adults, social workers, and counselors discuss the value of a child's voice. They both know feels to be what it feels to be silent, muted, and the pain and suffering that comes along with it. The two sisters are aimed to break generational curses and stereotypes with the specific focus on the black and brown community. Um, let's see. Um, they stand as mothers, full-time military members, ready to make a difference, ready to share their story, ready to let every boy and girl know their voice is their superpower. So this is a very good book for any child. It helps them, be to stand up for themselves. So often children are taught to be silent and so forth. And on some extent, yes, a child should be silent to some extent, but a child should not be silent so much where they're scared to speak up when somebody is hurting them. So, all righty, we're gonna rock and roll and get into this next video.
Well, so she's loving your book. Now we have a book number 3.
Book number 2.
But it says teamwork makes the dream work. So getting your parents involved. She knows when she comes up against adversity, can't
do things in their mind. They're scared to do things. So, don't allow that to discourage you. This young lady is showing you that you can do it. No matter what age you're in, don't let that be the reason why you don't do it. So, thank you so much, Grandma, and thank you so much, Miss Lyric. I look forward to hearing many, many more things from you, and I'm definitely gonna have to check you out because I like to be around. Atlanta is a place to be. So,
and if any of the listeners out there would like to call upon our talents and skills to inspire children to write or for Lyric to speak, you can contact us through her website. And keep in mind that try and try again. Bully who? Coronavirus A through Z. This is for both genders, male and female. But then we did write a special book for our brown girls. Brown Girl Dream Big. Amazon, Barnes and Noble.
Well, awesome. Miss Bell said, yes, congratulations, baby girl.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. And I thank you so much for taking the time out to be on with us and talk to us about your projects that you have done and the projects that you have coming up. We're super excited for you. I'm gonna have to keep my eye on you and check you out when you come to Atlanta because I got at least one more trip, left in my spirit for this year. So I'm gonna have to definitely make that be on my agenda to come down there and check you out and meet you in person. You know, I'm inspired. Definitely.
Thank you very much, Ms. Tammy.
All right. Well, I want to thank y'all so much for being
Alrighty, alrighty. I hope and pray that you enjoyed that interview. That last one was a little choppy, but it got straight to the point. This young lady has 4 books. She's 9 years old and she got 4 books. So if you're out there and you are feeling a book in your spirit, use this young lady as an example as what to do. She has 4 books out there that she has wrote, and with the support of her grandmother has got published, but she wrote that book and she did the things that she needed to do. She put the notes in her cell phone as she went along. So, you know, it's different ways you can do your book if you're looking to do a book yourself. Definitely reach out to me. I can get you connected to the right people if you're interested in doing a book. If you already have a book and you're looking to be in the bookstore and you fall within the category of inspirational, empowerment, and self-help business books, as well as children's books, we'd be more than happy to look over your book and screen your book and see if you fit the criteria of what we're looking for and what is represented with KRC Bookstore. So without any further ado, okay, hold on. I'm trying to change my banner real quick because I am lights, camera, action, host, and everything in between. So sometimes it takes me a little longer to get stuff done. Okay. Change that banner on there. Definitely make sure you check that young lady out. If you would like to get her book and you did not catch her website, please reach out to me and I will get you directed over there to be able to check her website out and support her in her endeavors. So we're going to take a little break and do a commercial, and then we're going to come back and talk about our last 5 books that's a part of the bookstore, because today is KRC Bookstore Book Fair, and this is our children's books edition. We talked about our subscription boxes. We showed you we have quite a few books in the bookstore. I'm super excited about the things we got going on with KRC Bookstore. I showed you, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I showed you 9 of our books that we have thus far. Any one of them that you're interested in, and if it's not on our website, please reach out to us and we'll get that book over to you. As well as you can do your intake form right from the website as well. If you have any additional questions in regards to the bookstore, please don't hesitate to reach out to me, Tammy Lily, or you can go through the website and you can send a message to the website, KRC Bookstore. We are on Facebook, KRC Bookstore. We are on Instagram, KRC Bookstore. We are on Twitter, KRC Bookstore. We are on TikTok, KRC Bookstore. So we're trying to blanket everywhere where you are at. Please come and support. So let's go ahead and roll this commercial, and then we're going to come back and talk about these last 5 books that we have.
Hi guys, I'm Tavia with All Black Everything, and as you know, we talk a lot about normalizing buying black. So I just want to break that down as far as what it really means. So it's really a lifestyle adjustment. You know, we want everything you do, everything you own to be black owned. So start small, you know, replace your laundry detergent, your soap, your deodorant with a black owned product. There's plenty of places. You just have to take the initiative to look for it. And if you need help, any suggestions of any companies, hit up All Black Everything. We got you covered. You can follow us on IG or Facebook at All Black Everything.
right, that is All Black Everything. They do the Black Friday event. It's going to start back up in February, the third Friday of February. It is so important that we support our Black-owned businesses in their endeavors, because in order for them to survive, in order for them to thrive, they must have our support. So, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and roll off and talk about these last 5 books that we have. This is our coloring book. She designed this for adults, but teenagers and small children can actually, do so. I was told it's very, very relaxing. All our coloring books, we will send you a pack of crayons. So therefore, when you get a coloring book, you don't have to go looking for crayons, because here they are. They'll be right in the package. And this is the colors of the world. This is a 24 pack of colors. Definitely reach out to us and get that coloring book today. This is our other coloring book that is in the bookstore. And this one, she has a additional book that can be got with it. If your subscription box has this book in it, it would definitely have this coloring book in it as well. So this is an ABC book, and it talks about what a child can be, that good things about them. So let's read a little bit about what's in here. One of the examples of the letter E. The letter E is for excellent. F is for fearless. Let's see. G is for giving. So very beautiful. Bursting with colors. This is an awesome book, as well as you have a coloring book that come with it. It corresponds with what is over in this book, but it gives you the option to color. So, and again, all our books will come with crayons, so you don't have to worry about going to the store and get some crayons. You just open your box up, take your coloring book out, and color. All right, this is another career book. This is from the Career Crew. What will you do? So it talks about various careers. That Harrison is a historian. Very beautiful book. Very beautiful book. So this is a good book, because a lot of times, as children, we have, we need to be introduced to various of careers that we can do. And it helps us as we grow up and get older and become adults, because we've already, looked at things and, kind of played in our imagination that if I was a lawyer, or if I was a personal trainer, or if I was a news reporter. And once you get the passion to be things, you may start to research on what you need to do to become that. And you make your mind up, you make your plan up, and decide that I'm going to do this in order to get this. So this is the Career Crew. So this is another beautiful, amazing book. This is also in the bookstore. You can buy just the book, or you can opt to get the subscription, which is $29.99, and it has various other things off in the subscription box, depending on the child's age and the child's likes, gender, and all that. And last and definitely not least, we have Fro Power. This is an adventure book. Fro Power is a story of a little boy who embraces and celebrates his originality. Every person has a special quality, a gift. As parents, mentors, and guides of children, our job is to assist in identifying and encouraging our children to share these precious gifts within their families, communities, and the world. All children are superheroes. This is a beautiful book. Beautiful colors. Talks about a little boy who has an afro, and he is a superhero with his afro. So And this really encourages our children to let them know that it's okay for them to have the hair that they have. There's nothing wrong with them. They don't have to straighten their hair. They don't have to cut their hair off. They can just embrace the beautiful afro that they have. Fro power. So I definitely want to thank everybody who is listening, who will come back and listen. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you're an author and you're interested in being in the bookstore, please let me know. Now, at KRC, we are gearing up for our 2022 season. In the 2022 season, we will be doing a book tour. We will be traveling to various places to be able to showcase these beautiful books that we have in our bookstore of not just our children's books, but our adult books. We have devotionals. We just have various array of books inside the bookstore. Now, we will be back tomorrow at this time. Well, not at this time. It'll be a little early, around 7 o'clock. And we will be talking about the devotionals in our bookstore, and we will be showing those off, as well as we're going to be doing some reruns. If you're are still looking for gift ideas, please come back and check us out. We have some wonderful gift ideas. Hashtag books are great. Hashtag books are great gifts. So do not leave these books on our shelf. Come and buy these books, get these books off our shelf, and get them onto your shelf. So, and I would like to, tell you more, about, as time goes on, about our various locations that we will be tending for the book fair. But we have been on here long enough, and we're gonna go ahead and close out. But come back tomorrow at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. We will be talking about some amazing devotionals, as well as doing some more replays. Thank you so much for listening. Everyone have a very, very blessed day. Blessed night. Be safe out there. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Be blessed. Bye-bye.